Ada for outright refusing my mother's partner's offer to invest in an annex at the bottom of the garden. So I 28 am from the UK, have been living with my mother and paying rent to save up for a mortgage for my own place. I have saved up a decent nest egg of 40k for a deposit, but it's tough where I live to afford on my salary, and I'm currently waiting on my long-term partner 28F to get a job so we can start looking together. My mother's partner 41M fashions himself a DIY expert and has been wanting to do big renovations to the house and build an annex to increase what the house can go for, 100-200k more than what it's worth now, to sell up in 6 years or so and move. The problem, according to him, with this plan is that he needs money to make these renovations and wants me to invest in these renovations and says I can live on my own in the annex, and when he and my mom sell, I can get a percentage of what the house goes for. He claims he has done the research and doesn't need any planning permission to construct. This conversation threw a lot of red flags for me. For one, he has been making renovations throughout the house for years and only half finishing them throughout. So far, we have an unfinished bathroom, living room, kitchen and 2 bedrooms, which are still not finished, and now he wants to start this massive project. Not to mention, I am very doubtful of his claims of not needing any planning permission. Now this is where I might be somewhat of an asshole. I outright refused, stating the many reasons as to why, including his past history of not completing previous DIY projects, being very doubtful of the claims of not needing planning permission, as well as most likely needing various other things. He got very angry after that, and it devolved into a screaming match where I told him in no uncertain terms it's not his decision and I pay my mom rent, his name is not on my mom's mortgage, and that I simply don't trust him to fulfill on his lofty plans. My mom says I was in the wrong for refusing him outright and should have at least been more polite and thought it over since he put a lot of planning and thought into it, and that now it's put her and his plans in jeopardy. Am I the asshole for outright rejecting it?